Okay, so this question is asking us to find a missing angle in a given picture. So we always look at the pictures and decide what kind of key information they've given us. Well, they've mentioned the word parallel lines, and we can see from the arrows that we're dealing with a shape with parallel lines. That should automatically throw into your mind that you're likely to be using the F picture for parallel lines, the corresponding angles are equal, or we could be using the Z picture where the parallel lines trap two angles in a Z, and this is where alternate angles are equal, or we could be using the C picture where the parallel lines form the C and the two interior angles here both add up to 180 degrees. Lots of different ways of saying this. Supplementary angles tend to be next to each other, but it's still the same idea that they add up to 180 degrees. Add to 180 degrees. Some people say co-interior angles add up to, because they're co-interior, they're inside a shape. Either way, as long as you're using the correct language. Now, this isn't a starred question, but obviously they could ask you this as a starred question where you do have to use this proper language and making sure you use the full things, so you don't just say corresponding angles. You really sort of say corresponding angles are equal to show that you understand why you've chosen a particular reason for choosing the angles you want. So they're after this angle X, and it would be, well, there's several ways we can think about this. It'd be really nice if we knew this angle, because then we could use the rule that angles, that's meter to point on a straight line, add to 180. We could try and find the whole of this angle, because this is inside parallel lines, and so therefore we could try and find this angle here, and then we know that this one here, for example, is 42 degrees because they're vertically opposite angles, so vertically opposite angles are equal. Again, full use of the language. Examiners have got to look for reasons around the questions, not just in the working space here. So if you're doing things around the picture, sometimes writing the words with arrows showing what you're doing, that will give you just as many marks as if you'd written out full language down the bottom here. So I'm going to find this angle here because I can see that I've got a backwards C picture here. So I know that these two angles are going to add up to 180. So this angle here has got to be 70 degrees. So I can say angle AFH equals 70 degrees, and the reason being that supplementary angles add to 180. I now know that the angles on a straight line, so angles on a straight line add to 180 degrees. So therefore, when I look at the picture here, I can see that I've got 42, 70, and I'm missing X. So I can do 180, take away 70, which is 110 degrees, and then I can do 110 degrees, take away the 42 degrees, which is going to give me 68 degrees. So the answer is going to be 68 degrees. Now, if I had have used this angle here, then I would have had a backward Z. So that was 110. This would also be 110 degrees. So I would have said, using the alternate angles are equal theory for these two angles. And I'd have ended up with the same sum as I had down here. I'd have ended up doing 110 take away the 42, because I'd have seen the 42 was vertically opposite, and this X would be the 110 for the alternate angle, take away the 42. So either way, we'd have got 68 degrees as our final answer.